guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I created this look using the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. If you guys haven't purchased this palette, I highly recommend that you do. I wasn't planning on buying it, and then I went to Ulta and it was the last one left. So to me that was kind of a sign saying I needed to buy it. But the palette is so gorgeous, as you guys can see. The eyeshadows are super soft and buttery, and they smell like peaches. So I don't really think that there's anything else I need to say to persuade you to buy it. It's amazing. And if you do, then you guys can recreate this look that I'm going to show you guys. I wanted to do something that was going to be really fun for spring, and I definitely think that it's daytime wearable and nighttime wearable, so that's always awesome. I don't think I have anything else to mention about it, so if you guys want to see how I created this look, then follow along. And as always, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please make sure you do. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys. Alright guys, so we're going to get started. So here I'm applying a little bit of the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the color medium, and I'm going to put this all over my eyelids to act as a base. And to set it, I'm going to be using this color Peaches and Cream, and I'm just applying this all over the eyelids. So taking the color Puree, I'm going to put this in my crease using a blending brush. I just want to get this kind of as our transition shade, so I just want to make sure that this is nice and blended. And here I'm just taking another blending brush and blending out the edges just a little bit more. So taking the color Summer Yum, I'm going to be putting this in my outer corner, and I will be listing the brushes that I'm using down in the description box if you are wondering. And we're just going to blend the edges again. So taking the color Peach Pit, I'm going to be putting this also in the outer corner, and we're just building up the intensity of that outer corner, so you guys can do this as many times as you'd like until you get it as dark as you would want to. And here I'm just adding a little bit more of that Puree color. So taking the color Luscious, I'm going to be putting this on my eyelid. This is probably my favorite eyeshadow out of the entire palette. It is such a gorgeous shade and it's so shimmery. I absolutely love it. And I'm just adding a little bit more with my finger because I feel like it makes it look a little bit more intense when I do that. And here I'm just blending out the edges to make sure that it is all nice and blended. So again, like I said, you guys can go back. I like to go back a few times and deepen everything up. And I did add my winged liner off camera, but here I'm using the Ardell double wispies, and they're actually stacked with the 113s, I think. I will write that in the description because I'm not 100% sure. But I love stacking eyelashes. Ardell has so many different kinds, so that you can definitely create your own style. So just after I apply my falsies, we're going to move on to the face. So I'm using the Benefit POREfessional. I'm pretty low on this, so I'm going to have to go and buy another tube. But I'm just applying this primer on my face, and then we're going to get started with foundation. So today I use the Loreal Infallible Total Cover. This is a new foundation, and I'm mixing it with the what's it called? The Milani Conceal and Perfect, I think that's what it is. Again, I'll list the shades that I'm using, but I'm just blending it out, and I'm just speeding this up just because who really wants to watch me blend out my foundation? But I do like the way these two foundations look together. So taking the NYX HD concealer, this is in the yellow shade. This was my first time using it, and I'm not 100% in love with it. I think that the consistency is a little bit too thin, so I do find that when I am wearing this underneath my concealer, it does cause a little bit more creasing than normal. So on top of that, I'm putting, again, the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the color medium. I really like this concealer. It's definitely my go-to. And we're just going to blend that out using the Real Techniques Beauty Sponge. So to set all of my concealer, I'm using the banana powder from Anastasia Beverly Hills just to add a little bit of brightness underneath my eyes. And then the rest of my face I'm going to be setting with the Maybelline Fit Me powder. So moving on to bronzer, I'm using the Benefit Hoola bronzer, which is my go-to. I've probably used it in almost every single video that I've posted on YouTube. It's just such a great bronzer. And on top of that, I'm going to be using this Sephora, I think it's a duo bronzer. I don't even know if they have this anymore. I've had this for years, but this is in the color Honey. I really like the way this one looks, so I just wanted to use it for this look. And then I'm taking MAC's blush in the color Mandarin, just a really pretty kind of peachy color. So for highlight, I'm using this Lorac highlighter in the color Twilight. I love this highlighter. It is probably one of my favorites, and it just gives you just such a beautiful sheen, as you guys can see right here. Bam! So moving on back to the eyes, I'm going to be using the same shadows that I used on my eyelid. So we're just going to start lightest to darkest and just kind of blend it out. As you guys can see, I'm switching up my brushes, so the closer and the darker I start using a smaller brush. So that's just to make sure I get everything nice and defined as close to the lash line as I can. And then just putting a little bit more of that luscious eyeshadow in my inner corner. So here I am going back for the final step of darkening everything up to build up the intensity to how I want it to look. And then we're going to be blending and making sure everything is nice and blended and perfect. So here I'm just taking a little bit more of that peaches and cream color and just putting that right under my brow as a highlight. So I always like to put the NYC liquid liner over my gel liner for this reason, because I like to go back and add a little bit more eyeshadow. So as you guys can see, my eyeliner does get a little bit powdery, so going over with the NYC liquid liner just makes it super dark and matte, and I am obsessed with this eyeliner. I probably mention it in every video, but it is honestly the best, and it's so inexpensive. So the last thing on my eyes, I'm putting mascara. This is the They're Real mascara from Benefit. And then we're going to move on to the lips. So I'm using the Jordana lip liner in Rock and Rose. So I'm just going to line my lips with that. And then for lipstick, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in Dusty Rose. Such a gorgeous shade. I'm probably going to wear this all spring long. And that is the finished look. So here are the eyes. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. I think it's perfect for spring, so hopefully you guys will try it out. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.